This video is brought to you by
Cool green clothing coming straight up out of that DMV. You know what it is. This that Baltimore designer right here. Come on now, come and show some love and show some support. Go online right now, coolgreenclothing.com, and make your purchase. Oh yeah, by the way, if you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way, and that's just basic.
What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Oh yeah, feel free to share the channel with your peoples. Everybody is welcome. Let's get right into the story. Being a parent is a beautiful thing. When you are blessed with the opportunity of raising a new life, we all try our best to guide our kids in the right direction. Instill in them what we think is right and protect them from the dangers of this world. As they start to get older and develop their own views on life, social circles, and become a young man or woman, you get to see all that you taught them be put to use as they navigate the world. But it's just certain things you can't teach your kids how to handle or even protect them from, like what they see on their phones or what they see outside when they leave the safety of the house. Worse than that, their encounters with other kids. You can raise your child to be respectful, peaceful, and an all-around good person, but you have no control of the next kid and how they are being raised or the things they are intaking in their mind to make them want to carry themselves a certain type of way. At a certain age, raising your child becomes tricky. Some parents stay on their kids and feel like, I don't care how old you are, under my roof, you will listen and follow rules. Other parents just let go around about those teen years and lose control. When we send our kids to school in the morning, we all feel like they are safe, learning in a controlled environment, and we expect for them to make it home. But unfortunately, sometimes things just don't play out that way. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we'll be discussing the recent tragedy of a teen beef that came to a fatal end in the first week of school. 15-year-old Warren Grant was described as a good kid that came from a decent family, raised with respect and stayed out of trouble. The young man grew up in Harford County, about 30 minutes outside of Baltimore. He spent this time, just like most teens, playing the game on TikTok or hitting his father up for cash apps to order food. Warren was into sports, football and basketball, and spent a lot of time on the basketball court around his way. He had dreams of becoming a truck driver at the high school, getting his CDLs like his father and older brother, so he could travel and see the world. Another young man growing up in the same area was 16-year-old Jalen Prince. Also into sports, Jalen played football, had a job at Walmart, and also had big dreams after school. But Jalen was having some trouble and roadblocks along the way. With more than 10 run-ins with police, he was already known in the area, and some considered him a bad kid. When school started back for Harford County in September of this year, Warren was excited. Him and Jalen will both be attending Joppatowne High School, but somewhere in the mix, Jalen and Warren will have problems with each other that would spill into the school year. On the fourth day of school, September 6, 2024, both young men attended their classes, but they would soon end up meeting up in the bathroom to discuss or handle their beef. Like most teen boys do, thinking it would be just a little fist fight, other students came to meet up as well, expecting a fight. As Warren and Jalen went back and forth arguing, Jalen reached in his book bag, grabbed a gun, and let off one shot, hitting Warren in the stomach before running out the school. Other students tried to help and take Warren out the bathroom and get the school's nurse. As everyone tried to help the young man, they called police and paramedics. When they arrived to the school, Warren's injury was so severe he was medevaced to a local hospital, but unfortunately, the young man wouldn't survive his injuries. Back at the school, police started a manhunt searching for Jalen. They searched the surrounding area before they received a call from some nearby apartments, with somebody claiming a young man was trying to break into a home and told them he had hurt somebody. Police rushed to the location and quickly took Jalen into custody. As other students realized what had taken place, they were devastated, and the community was on high alert. Witnesses told police the two teens had an ongoing beef, but nobody knew what the situation was about. They were supposed to get it off their chest, but Jalen shot Warren. Police, realizing they couldn't question Jalen without a lawyer or a parent present because of a Maryland state law due to his age, were frustrated because they didn't find a gun and couldn't ask where it was at. Jalen was taken into custody, charged as an adult with first-degree and second-degree murder. A search of the young man's home revealed ammunition for the same caliber gun used in the shooting. And a search of the young man's social media showed he posed that same day with the gun for a picture. Just 4 days into the school year, tragedy had struck the community, and local schools were shut down for days, as residents in the area and students mourned the loss of Warren. His friends described the young man as laid back. He would help anybody and wasn't even on no tough type of time. One young lady in particular, his girlfriend who he grew up with, explained how the situation traumatized her. As she saw him taken out of the bathroom, she stated she consoled him, tried to keep him calm, and wasn't expecting their friendship and relationship to end like that. Many parents started a petition for a metal detector and clear book bags to be the new normal at the high school. A vigil was held for Warren on the basketball court where he spent most of his time at. Everyone spoke highly of the young man and paid their respect. As Jalen's first bail hearing came around, his lawyer argued that the young man should be released on home detention and claimed he had a job and would live with his mother or a family friend who was a Baltimore County police officer, stating he felt he wasn't a threat to society. But the judge felt opposite. Not knowing where the gun was at or what the beef was about and how reckless Jalen was, he was held without bail pending trial and is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Warren. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to his family. 15 years old, that's a baby for real. They never said what the two young men was beefing about, but I'm sure nobody thought it would end like this. When Warren's parents sent him to school that morning, they expected him to return home safe. The same way when Jalen's parents sent him to school, they probably never expected he would take a life and throw his life away. Everybody seems to take situations from 0 to 100 nowadays. I'm sure a little fight could have squashed their issues, but Shorty made a decision he can't take back. You pulled that trigger, and there's no reset button on life. It's not a game. Now 2 families have to mourn the loss of 2 young men. Yeah, man, crazy story. Rest in peace to Warren. I definitely send my prayers and condolences to his family again, man. You never think sending your kid to school, the first week of school at that, something like this will happen. But yeah, I ain't gonna talk too much more about this one. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. It's another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's all love, fam. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.